I decided to create this piece as, I guess, a tribute to my years of being generally obsessed with history, and particularly women of history, because they do very often get forgotten, which I find is quite a shame, because most of them are very, very interesting people, but you don't hear much about them because most history before a certain point is written by men, so they sort of fall by the wayside. I also think, as for point in time, the fact that I'm writing a play about the afterlife, and the afterlife being really not such a bad place and quite nice during a global pandemic, maybe says something, but we don't need to think about that for too long. The inspirations for this piece really are the ladies themselves that appear in the play, because they are so interesting historically speaking, even ones like Anne Hathaway, who has very little written about her. Same with Abigail Williams. There's so little known about them, but even what little is known manages to be so interesting, and I really think it's a shame that not a lot of people either know about them or only know of them from a play that paints them as a villain. So I really think that these ladies are excellent people and deserve a little bit more attention. um, and not negative attention, because that's the other part of this, is people like Abigail Williams and Marie Antoinette are largely hated for things that they either didn't do or were, blown out of proportion. One was victim of a smear campaign, the other was, well, a character in a play that has very little to do with her actual person in real life. And what I hope to achieve really is just to entertain people. I want to make people laugh if possible. But life has been stressful these last few, I was going to say months, but it's been a year now, this last year or so. And if I can distract people for 15 to 20 minutes and have them giggle at a play, that would be absolutely delightful. If, of course, people decide that these characters are really interesting and maybe I want to research them a little bit more, or maybe they learn something from the few historical facts that I mention in the play, that's great, but that really is just a bonus to me. I really just want to make people happy.